over to past Governor Mary Jo Horton. Are you there, Miss Mary Jo?
Just unmuted. Do you hear me?
You are unmuted, so we will give you the floor.
Well, thank you so very much. And good evening to all you Soroptimists that are in my vision at this point. I will have to tell you that what I'm going to be talking about, I don't have a presentation on the screen for you to see, but if you should happen to hear or like anything that I may have to offer, just email me and I can send it to you. I'm talking about how to run a meeting and have fun. Now, we need to explore, first of all, what's involved with doing this. What is a meeting? Well, is it a club meeting? Do we just get together someplace on a certain day at a set time, eat, that's optional, and follow the provided guidelines, which is called an agenda? Oh, yes. But how does this happen? First, this is not just a club meeting, but it is a team meeting. It's a gathering, a huddle, a powwow. It's Soroptimist women ready to take action. And let's not run the meeting. It just might get away from us. So let's lead the meeting. And who leads? Well, usually the president, or in her absence, the vice president. And what are the characteristics of the leader president? Well, she's a daring do, by golly. She's self-confident, she's controlling, she pays attention to detail, she relies on club bylaws, on policy documents, and on Robert's Rules of Order to lead an orderly, productive meeting. She has appointed the required committees to accomplish the club goals, and prior to the meeting, she confers with each officer and committee chairperson to assure their readiness to report as provided on the agenda. Now, the president raps the gavel to open the meeting at the stated time and is prepared with an agenda that is the guideline for the meeting. For help preparing an agenda, if needed, the president need only reach out to the SIA website because it's very carefully spelled out there for her if she needs it. It's preferable to share the agenda prior to the team meeting that's being held so that the women are ready to discuss and take action. The president should pace the meeting, ensuring it runs on time. If the planning has been properly executed, this should not prove to be a problem. And her agenda will suggest some items and some presenters. For example, she calls the meeting to order. There's a brief statement of the club goals by the president. The Pledge of Allegiance takes place. That's optional. There's an inspiration or invocation from a selected member from her club. There's the introduction of the VIPs and the guests, if that's appropriate, by the president. Then there's minutes and correspondence. Thank you to the secretary. The treasurer's report. Need say more. We want to know about the money. Then there are individual reports. There's the officers. There may be board recommendations that the secretary will present to this team for action. There may be special committee reports. And then there's often unfinished business. President will usually dictate that. There's new business, and those are the action items that have been brought up to the president or can be presented at the time new business is called for. If there's a program, then the program chairman steps up and takes over. However, there may not be a program, or if it has been scheduled, it can always be presented following introductions of guests so that the presenters of the program will leave prior to the business session. The president is responsible for maintaining discussion, shall I call it etiquette? He has to ensure that discussion continues to flow smoothly by involving all members present and not permitting one or two members to dominate the meeting. She needs to, where discussion is concerned, summarize the discussion, indicate whether there's any progress as a result of the discussion, refocus the discussion that may have completely wandered off the point. She needs to conclude one point and lead to the next. She needs to highlight the important points, and above all, needs to clarify misunderstanding that discussion among the team may have created. Now, at the end of the meeting, the president should summarize what the team has achieved. She thanks them for their contributions and confirms the time and date of the next meeting. So you see, she has not run the meeting, but she has provided to the members good input. Well, you're saying, so where's the fun? Well, members will have fun if the meeting topics are presented clearly. Controlled discussion is allowed. Actions taken further the goals of the club. Individual challenges that benefit the club are willingly accepted. And service to the community is a satisfying, rewarding experience. So as a result of this meeting, fun is when the arriving team member is greeted and welcomed to the meeting by a smiling team greeter. Fun is when the president recognizes the creative ideas and innovative suggestions of the team members that everyone can enjoy. Fun is the camaraderie of the occasion, sharing personal or work-related incidents, renewing friendships, and just being a Soroptimist thrilled to support the lives of women and girls. Fun is participation, participation, participation. And that, ladies, is my suggestion as to how we lead a meeting. Thank you.